What's up, beautiful people? It's an amazing day. Got my little brother with me. He's in from out of town. We're gonna take him down to Domination Nation gym for a pull workout. How you feeling?
Ready to pull some stuff.
All right, perfect. Some of the challenge I have with back is I have trouble figuring out what I want to do. I got a routine, but you're here for the first time, so I want to kind of give you the experience that you need stuff. Is there anything you see that like?
I mean, I've been checking out a lot of these. I mean, some of them have like a million handles, which for better or for worse, there's a lot of different options.
Yeah. Come down a little more. There you go. There you go. Fully stretch and shorten that lat. There you go. Good. Good. You should feel like a good stretch. See, the added horn I put on there really accentuates the stretch. Nice, nice, nice. Good work, good work, good work. Good work, man, good work. Hammer strength modified DY row, guys. How's that feel, man?
It's tough.
Yeah, so just think about like this muscle here, fully stretching against the pad and flare it. Like deliberately try to almost flare your lats as part of the movement. You'll feel a crazy difference in the activation of this muscle. You can see your lats working, man, good work. Just trying to like flare it against the lat and then get that extra little range of motion by spinning and turning a little bit frontal plane motion at the end. Slightly lighter, slightly easier, and it's just a slightly different line of pull. This is the handle I added most recently, guys. This thing is money.
It does feel good though.
Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
The angle is very specific. I didn't just kind of throw these on there. I measured the angles. Good work, man. Good work, good work, good work. Almost done, almost done. Look at those muscles bulging on this young man.
Yeah.
You feel a difference in all three handles?
Yeah, honestly, I do.
How does it feel doing like one arm at a time versus two arms like you're used to?
I mean,
with my little variation.
Feels more intense.
Feels more intense, yeah.
A little more intentional.
So we kind of did an isolated lat movement. I think we're going to move on to a compound upper back movement, like an incline row or a T-bar row. There you go. Good, good, good. Good. Relax into it and then chest up. Good. Shove your chest into the pad. Good, good. Think about moving those shoulder blades, rolling them in and rolling them up. Good, 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 good. Nice work, brother. Nice work. Good job. Couple more. Finish it off, finish it off. You got it, you got it. Does that feel easier or lighter than the semi-supinate grip? Same? Easier, okay. Yeah, that was kind of the idea of mechanical drop. Nice, nice. Couple more. There you go. You want to stretch? Yeah. Think about fanning down. So it's a frontal plane pull on. Good. There you go. Good. You feel a little rotational component at the end? Drive your elbows into your side. There you go. Good work. Let it stretch. Hold that stretch. And drive your elbow down to your side. Great job. Yesterday is just like try to just pull only through this part of my hand.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like grip hard. It's kind of a lighter grip, and I'm letting the muscle do the work. It's that slight frontal plane.
Yeah. Probably got some of the widest lats I've ever seen for like somebody who's not on steroids.
Yeah. Feel that in the rear delt?
Yeah.
Nice. Good work. Yeah, see the angle it comes at. You see how he's able to bring his hands past his side. So the elbows come behind, all the way behind. The problem with most machines that try to target rear delts, there isn't enough excursion in the frontal plane. It doesn't rotate far enough back. But you see how he's able to get his elbows behind his rear delt? That's the money right there. unless you can get your elbows behind, you're not going to fully shorten your rear delt. There you go. Nice. So try to keep your chest up when you do it. Try that way out. Just let it stretch you all the way, and then slowly come down. Drive your elbows into your sides. Drive your elbows into your sides. You feel that?
Yeah.
It's a very unique stimulus if you've not used a pullover machine like this before. Oh, you said you had one in your gym, didn't you?
Yeah, I have one. It's not quite like this though.
Good work, good work, good work. You feel that? See how it kind of stretches you a little bit?
Yeah.
The only problem with this machine is it doesn't have enough taper. This cam is a little bit too aggressive. See, watch when he comes, it's not quite. If the cam came all the way around here, you could actually fully shorten under load at the end range where you're the weakest. But that's the problem with the original Nautilus pullover. Other than that, it's just an awesome machine. We have the 25 first generation Nautilus. Great job. The range of motion is so cool on this. But watch what I'm talking about. So it's light, heavy, heaviest right there. It's heaviest right at the end because of where the chain ends in relation to the cam. If it was able to rotate all the way around the cam, it'd actually be perfect. That's the main problem with this machine. Other than that, it's like an awesome machine. You feel the difference with those handles?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a night and day difference with the handles I've added. And even with this first gen Nautilus, I think the handles on the first gen Nautilus, this one right here, are way better than the handles on any of the newer Nautilus pullover machines. Great job, man. People going like this. See that right there?
Yeah.
That is not a freaking. This is an ab movement. This is not a lat movement. This is what people do. They pile the plates on there and they go like this. Oh, I feel so good. My ego's so stroked. So the key is to keep your chest tall, your back against the pad the whole time, and drive your feet. I like to have a focus of keeping my eyes in front of me, a little bit above me, and just keep my head there the whole time. Like, you cannot not hit your lats like crazy with that form. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I might like these neutral handles better than the semi-super.
Yeah.
I think. Good work, good work. Then just grab it. So this is the old school Atlantis, guys. Belt driven. You can see, watch where the belt ends with the cam. There's a slight drop off, but it's mostly an even strength curve. The cam's probably a 7 out of 10. It's good, but not great. But this is just an old school classic. How's that feel?
Oh man, it's hard.
See, the cool thing with this machine is, you see how you can get higher in the range of motion than you can with dumbbells? See, I love coming above 90. Most people are like, whatever, don't do it because you're not hitting deltoids, you're hitting traps. But you're trying to keep your rotator cuff as healthy as possible for as long as possible. The first thing that goes in older people is the inability to raise your arms above your head. And you don't even have to injure it. Like, you just get weak stabilizer rotator cuffs. You want to keep the ability to raise your arms all the way above your head as long as you can under resistance. That's the main reason I do it, not for hypertrophy. Good work. It hits the peak of your bicep unlike anything else. It's almost like doing a waiter's curl, which I can show you. Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah, it is.
Very hard to do that under control. I mean, you can do it like if you do an underhand pull-up if someone's there to help you, but you can't control where your torso is when you're doing a free-floating pull-up. It's just crazy, nails your biceps. And obviously, like I showed you, this is a back machine too where I've modified it. There you go.
My triceps are still kind of sore from yesterday.
Yeah, I hear you. Good work. Just keeping that upper arm fixed and letting only your lower arm do all the work. Locking into elbow extension. Good work. Now we just superset straight to overhead cable extensions, just grabbing the ball. Very simple tricep superset you can do at any gym. You don't need any of the sexy equipment I have. Good work. Keeping that upper arm fixed. Elbow extension only. Obviously, this is emphasizing the long head versus the short and medial head, which the first movement did. What takeaways do you have?
Well, I think I've learned a lot about the science in the last couple of days. Just like emphasizing the stretch and kind of isolating the movement and not worrying as much about the weight.
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's just easy to get in your mind about
Sure.
weight.
Sure. I mean, it's especially when you're surrounded by strong people, your ego wants to compete naturally. So
Yeah,
you kind of just sometimes mindlessly do what you're doing.
for sure.
So is there any specific like machine or movement you like the best?
I think the low row
The low row?
was just targeting
The,
like all
the
those
modified
different
hammer
grips.
DY row, yeah.
Yeah, and just doing the single arm and feeling it all the way in the lat.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely different.
I think the lat pump I've had today is crazier than any lat pump I've ever had.
That's
So,
cool. That's awesome.
yeah.
That's